Way, way I see it, I'm the only serious person in this outfit, and I'm keeping the whole thing together. You and Steve are just messing around trying to get me to go soft so you can, what, mutiny?
I wouldn't mutiny you with Steve.
But you would with someone else.
Well,
One,
two,
one,
two,
two,
three,
three,
plant.
Nice.
Hey, it's Frederic Remington.
yeah.
Okay, so I'm the big hat. They're the
Sure.
same guy, basically.
Yeah, you can be big hat, I can be little hat.
Because it's... Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because
Okay.
it's mirrored.
They didn't have that when this was painted. Or they did have mirrors, I suppose.
No mirrors. Hey, Bill. What? I don't mean to really pry, but I feel like Steve's feeling left out.
You know what? Steve can feel left out all he wants. That's not going to change my mind about him.
Sure, I mean, you know, he's watching the horses for us and kind of wrangling everything. I feel like we should do something nice for him when we get, when we make it over the hill. Maybe build him a little snowman or something, looks like him. I could put my hat on it. It's kind of fun.
Craig, he was literally hired to watch the horses. He's not sad to do his job.
Well, I don't know. We've been walking up front, kind of having fun, goofing around. I'm sure he sees that and feels like, man, I wish I could get in on that action. And I just, it's a little rude. I feel like we've been a little rude.
I can't believe you're going soft on me right now. This is not what we trained for. You're having sympathy for the horse watcher?
Okay, he has a name, and his name is Steve. All right, and we learned it. And I feel like it's not, going soft to care about your fellow man.
I hear what you're saying, but if we start giving Steve privileges, it's going to disrupt the natural order of our little outfit. You know what I'm saying? Then he's going to start wanting, first dibs on food.
Well, he wouldn't get first dibs on food. I mean,
But he would want it, and he'd be a pain in our ass about it. That's what I'm saying. You give them an inch, they take a mile.
Who is they? It's just some guy we met at the saloon. We paid him $5 to watch our horses.
And that's a lot of money. You should be happy with that.
$5 right now is a whole lot of money. That's like my whole life
What I
savings.
wouldn't do for $5 right now.
He's got $5. No, I shouldn't. I can't.
See,
be doing
that's
that kind of stuff.
that's the spirit. That's what you should be thinking. You should be ready to rob this guy at any moment.
He's been so good with the horses. I mean, I can't even get, Annabeth to not buck me off, but,
Well,
he has a way with her. He kind of soothes her.
That's a whole different thing between you and Annabeth that we don't have to get into it, but you know what you did, okay?
Okay,
She has every right to be upset at you.
why do cowboy boots have spurs if I'm not supposed to? You know what I mean? She
They're-
got all angry because I spurred her when I was riding her, but I thought that's what they was.
They are, but they're supposed to be used sparingly.
Spurring.
You're just spur happy. And poor Annabeth is just trying to get down the trail, and you're doing surgery on her flanks.
Okay, she's a horse, all right?
She has. Now you've got me talking like you about Steve, about Annabeth.
So you have more sympathy for the horse than the man that we have been taking this 6-mile hike with.
Annabeth never did nothing to me. Steve is annoying every day.
That's because he feels excluded.
Oh my God.
It's not annoying for him to be like, hey guys, you think this time you guys could maybe walk back here with me with the horses? Look how far back he is. We're way up there. Up here.
Okay, you know what? This conversation, I'm not even looking for wolves at this point. You got me so distracted. We're supposed to be looking for wolves, and I haven't even.
Probably no wolves. We're probably fine by wolves, huh?
Well, that's not really the attitude you're supposed to bring in.
You could do with a little optimism, okay? Steve's a nice guy. There's probably no wolves. Well,
Way I see it, I'm the only serious person in this outfit, and I'm keeping the whole thing together. You and Steve are just messing around trying to get me to go soft so you can, what, mutiny?
I wouldn't mutiny you with Steve.
But you would with someone else.
Well, if somebody else
You
would
said
be a
that
better
like,
leader.
well, not with Steve, but perhaps if someone slightly more enjoyable than Steve rolled along.
No, not about enjoyable. I just feel like, you've got this leadership quality to you that I really respect, but if somebody else had a better leadership quality, and maybe perhaps you started to do things like, unfairly, then I would want to mutiny you. I want to be honest with you. You're my friend.
I'm just saying, I enjoy that you think that I have good leadership qualities, but like, what else do you like about me?
Well,
Like, you haven't even said anything about my hat. It's bigger than the last hat. Does that make any impression on you whatsoever?
it does. Of course it does. Of course it does. I mean, I love your hats. I love all your hats.
This is a top shelf hat.
It is. It is. It's just, it's kind of weird because it's nighttime. It's like,
Well, you're
do you
wearing
need
a
such
hat,
wide
too.
Well, I'm wearing my hat because it's cold.
Well, what? This hat is multi-purpose,
Sure.
man.
You don't need one that's so, I don't know.
Craig, it's not about the hat.
I know it's not about
It's
that.
not about the
It's
hat.
about you and me.
Yeah, it is. There's so many nice things I could say about you, and it wouldn't be hard, but I feel like you're really
Well-
struggling to say something nice about me that doesn't pertain to my leadership qualities or my...
That's what you're most proud of. I'm trying to affirm you in the way that you will receive it, Like, how's this? When we were on that cattle trail
Yeah,
6 months ago,
Yeah,
moving
the-
our whole herd.
a real rocky one.
Yeah, I saw you being uncomfortable, and I noticed that you didn't complain one time because you didn't want to bring the vibe down. And I really appreciate that about you.
That's
You'll
exactly
keep things to
right.
yourself. But you know what? Once we got there and you sat down, you said, "Can I just say something?" My feet have been killing me all day, and I just had to get it out. So you're not even hiding it from us either. You're not like silently bearing this cross. You're just waiting for the right time to let me know.
Right, damn, I didn't think you noticed all that.
Of course I do.
Oh,
You're my
Craig.
best friend.
Oh, Craig. Okay, I see that you do see the things that I do and you appreciate them. That is really nice.
I just, I feel like there could be that much good stuff about Steve too, if we just took the time to get to know him.
I mean, I just don't like the look of Steve. Look, his hair's too long for one thing. Your hair's getting pretty long too.
Well, we are in the woods, and we have been for quite some time.
Well-
Okay, there's no barbers out here.
I carry shears in my pocket just for such occasions.
And I've always thought that was odd.
You never know when you might run across a gentleman who needs a good snipping. You bring him back in line, you give him the standard haircut, and now nobody has to be upset about whose hair is longer than the other one.
Well, even so, I think you could frame that in a way that Steve would receive it. If you don't say something like, "Your hair looks long, you look bad," but if you say, "Hey, Steve, I got this pair of shears. I was thinking I'd give you a free little haircut for your services."
God, I just don't think like you do. Because that's exactly how I would say it. Steve, your hair looks bad.
Right,
you
right.
should
And that's
feel
why we're
bad.
such a dynamic duo, you know what I mean? Like, you make all the decisions, you're kind of a leader, and I'm kind of the people person.
You're so right. Okay, how about this? You come up to Steve from the front and you give him that nice talk about Steve. You're a wonderful, or what? How did you phrase it?
I said, "Steve, we brought this pair of shears, and we've been saving it for a special occasion, and you were doing such a good job that we wanted to offer you a free haircut."
Yeah, and then I come around, get him by the throat,
No.
snip it right off.
I think he might feel, I think this isn't how you meant it, but I would anticipate that Steve might feel threatened if we do that. If we grab him by his throat and put some, sharp objects near it.
You're so right.
So maybe,
What if I lassoed him? Then it's not like it's not my arm doing the choking. It would be the rope, and it's like, the ropes don't kill people. I've never bought into that.
and I know you haven't because I've seen you kill a bunch of people with ropes.
I'm
But
damn good at it.
you are, but every time you're like, wasn't a rope.
All right, you're right. Steve does look kind of sad back there. He
And I
doesn't-
think it would mean a lot if it came from you,
it's just so hard for me to open up.
I mean, it took me 5 years to even learn your middle name.
Well, that's not really a fair example because my middle name is quite embarrassing. So I would be reluctant to tell people what it is, even if I was emotionally available. You know what I mean?
I don't think that's true.
Cornelius?
Yeah, that's cool. It's a little corny. You know what I mean? It's
Okay.
kind of
That right there.
what?
That kind of thing is why I'm not open with that being my name.
What? Because people might make a little jovial jape about it.
Yeah.
That's just people trying to connect with you in their own way.
What if I don't like the way that they're trying to connect with me? Don't I have a right to not like it?
You do, but I think you also have a responsibility to voice it
In a gentle way?
in any way that you feel is fair. But you just got to remember that they did it to try and make you laugh. So if you say something like, I get that all the time. Actually, I don't think that's very funny. That's fine. You don't have to shoot them like you usually do.
But it feels so good to just the immediate consequence to an action that I don't like. Boom. And then and I never have to deal with their ass again.
I know. It's been something about instant gratification,
That is what it is about.
And you do kill a lot of people.
I was trying to find a button with, because we had been talking about music.